Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, boof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Oh, I'm sorry. Welterweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed. You fighting Bronx on that couch for the mighty LDBC. Good morning. On this beautiful November 24th, 2025. Let's do this roll call because I want to get to this smoke. Unbelievable, man. De facto, salute to you, good brother. Dow Big G, Anwar Willis, the final boss in the building. Salute, G McCall. Mark Wunderlich, my fan. What's going on? Stormy B, man, in the building. Del Riv. Colombia, salute, Queen. Delano, what's going on? Jim Diamond. Mark Hairston, Mr. Cell Block. MJ Total Health and Wellness. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Dirt Gang Boss, Mind of Mansa Musa, what's good? Derek Gaines, the legend, salute. Gerard Harlem in the building, what's going on? Best pugilist in the building, what's good? What's good, brother? Kevin Dunbar, true, boxing, night, always supporting, salute. Jalen Hudson, Brother Cole. Come on in, smash the like button, like and share the video. Share the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel or his lover Jerome to do anything for us. They're busy spooning on a futon. They're paid to pick and choose. And right now they could pick boogers for all I care. Because time is revealing all truth. Yo, God ain't playing with y'all. And I'm reviewing 2025. Listen. We learned a lot in this sport, right? There's been a lot of I told you so in this sport. And the year's not quite over yet. The year's not quite over yet. We're close. But the year's it's not quite over yet. Rob Singleton, salute. My brother Ratchet since 91, salute. DP Rocker. It's not over yet. I mean, 2024 was the year, 2023 going into 2024. I mean, it was a year of hate, man. We had to deal with a lot, but we were here. We ain't tuck our tails. We right here. This is what happens when you stand firm on what you believe. You stand firm because time is going to reveal the truth. Right? Reveal the truth. TZ Frank, salute. Yeah, Stormy, that's what they do. BVO, salute. Yeah. You should be on a 30 for 30 for 30 days before you up at 5. But, you know, do what you feel comfortable. Do what you feel comfortable and stay at it, good brother. Yes, sir. Now, let me ask you a question. It's just, PJ, salute. It's just a question. Yes or no? All right, just answer yes or no. I don't want no convoluted. And I know a lot of the I got D riders from all over the globe, but right now I'm just referring to Noah. What up? The Fugazi ones. We got Fugazi. Brother Reef, salute. We got Fugazi boxing fanatics in our country too. Let me talk to the ones in the UK, the Fugazi ones, not the real ones, the Fugazi ones. Here's the question: is Eddie Hearn a liar? Yes or no? Is Eddie Hearn a liar? Yes or no? That's all I want to ask. Gerard earlier in that super chat, salute to you, good brother. He says, right to it. Don't find Haney interesting because he knows he has to do VADA. No getting around it. Exactly. I'm going to go deeper than that. Uh-huh. There you go. Yep. Yeah. So the guy's a liar. So when he talks, why do we even like listen? I listen to see how far the BS goes. It's really like, what is he about to say now? Because I know he's going to contradict himself later. I know it. Listen, man. All you got to do is lie to me one time. Just lie to me one time. And I'll entertain you. I'm like, okay, but everything you say to me is a spectacle. Everything you ever spoke to somebody, you ever knew that one person in your life where it's like nothing's regular, everything is a goddamn adventure? Yo, hey man, how was your day? Yo, woke up a little late, had to run, catch the bus. Then the bus was crowded. Then I got down to the train. Someone pulled the lever and I had to go out the door and run up the tracks. Then hop up on a platform, just made it to work. Then on lunch, man, there was a roach in my chicken fried rice. It's like, nigga, did you have a good day or not? Everything's a goddamn adventure. You ever knew anybody like that? That shit is exhausting. Brother Reese, salute. Cento Boxing, salute. It's like, man, you just yes or no, man. I'm way past that point with Eddie Hearn. There's a video that I play. I don't have it loaded up right now. I don't even want to. Condo, my brother, salute. I don't even want to. I played it 1,000,000 times. When Blue Blood went to him and asked him about the AJ Wilder thing, and he said, let's see a contract. Let's see proof of funds. Literally 2 weeks later, he did an interview with IFL TV, and then Blue went back to him, thanked him for the invite, Sam Max, salute, and then asked him, well, you asked to see a contract and asked to see proof of funds, and you told IFL TV something different. So do you want to clear that up? And then he says, I never asked to see a contract, I never asked to see proof of funds. I played y'all the video. He absolutely asked for that. He absolutely asked for that. 100%. So I'm like, what's to this dude? Al Heyman, Hassan, what up? Al Heyman caught more hell for not talking to anybody than this guy catches for talking to people and lying. Let me ask y'all a question. Nicholas, what up? Let me ask y'all a question. Where's Dillian White's B sample? Uh-oh. Thought I forgot? What happened to that? What happened to that? Where is it? Still waiting? We know Dillian White's a liar, a pump faking cheater. We know that. But did he not play politics? Rod, what up? Did he not play politics to get him out of that? Remember that? Right. See kind of bent over there? Turning into the Hulk? Why do I have him doing that? Freedom's March, salute. Why I got him doing that? Well, with Dr. Banner, it was gamma rays. With this motherfucker, it was eggs, allegedly. Eggs? Hey, Hardy, Houston in the building. Salute, Queen. Lamont, what up? Philip D. Redden in the building. Salute. He said eggs. And he was so down bad, UCAT said, nah, you ain't fighting here. They brought him over here and got him working Florida, of all places. So it's no surprise that Florida was going to sanction AJ in Jake Paul. I'm sorry, Jake Paul and Tank. No surprise there. Harvey, what up? Exactly, Charlene. He's a pillow biter. Dillian White is. So with this reputation that we know about Eddie Hearn, I don't have to, Andrew 100, salute. I don't have to, y'all know about this guy. I don't have to give you a history. If you were here, you know. So if you know he's a liar, He hides drug tests, and his fighters that pop dirty, he seems to find them work. I guess he's doing right by them, his countrymen, right? Why would you believe him when he says anything about any fighter? Even better, why would you believe anything he has to say about Devin Haney? I mean, why? At this point, if you believe anything negative said about Devin Haney, you're an effing hater. Because Devin Haney removed all doubt this past Saturday, and that's your fault. You know what you can't do? Gerald, salute, brother. You know what y'all can't do now? Y'all can't shit on him. I know you're trying. I know this cat's live right now. I know y'all trying. T-Dog, salute. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You know why? Because Devin was supposed to get killed Saturday. Was he not? Just let me know. I'm not talking about Vegas odds or anything. Edgar, what up, brother? I'm not talking about Vegas odds. I don't care. Everywhere I turned, Devin was supposed to die Saturday. Devin was supposed to die Saturday. And I didn't understand it. I'm looking at it like, yo, listen, I see the resume. Devin is battle tested. He's never been stopped. They tried to cheat him and kill him in the ring. And the industry and the haters let that go. The knuckle draggers let that go. And I'm just watching this thing like, yo, Devin also has history on his side. Well, Drew, what are you talking about? Can y'all name the fights that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was supposed to die in? There were at least two. There were at least two. There were at least two fights. No disrespect, but some of y'all were either too young to remember or y'all just wasn't watching boxing like that. John, what up? Y'all don't remember Diego Corrales was supposed to kill Floyd that night? You know what the problem was? Diego ran into Pretty Boy Floyd that night. That's when Floyd was a killer. Go watch the fight. Don't take my word for it. He beat the shit out of Diego Corrales. Why am I pointing that out? Because Diego was a killer. Check the resume back then. I watched Diego come up. I said, this dude's he's a slim dude, tall, lanky, rangy, and he was knocking the shit out of people. They put him in there with Floyd on HBO, The Brothers UK, the real UK. Salute. Got a few real ones out there. And The Brothers UK is like my second or third sub. He's been here from the beginning. I appreciate you, brother. Much love. Thank you so much. Your support means everything. Floyd was supposed to get murdered that night. They was like, oh, it stops here, ends here. Look at these rangy and that. And I'm like, okay. You got to catch a little homie. Floyd was fainting to the body, brought that hook up top, dropped him like 5 times. I was like, what is going on here? He's knocking the crap, man. Diego's pops was like, yo, stop this. It's not your night, bro. It's not your night. Yeah, Shogun. Y'all know that Canelo was supposed to be the one that kills Floyd, right? Everybody was like, yo, you know. I remember Stephen A. Snitch. No, you know what? I wanted Floyd to fight him at fight number 50 right now. Not this kid. No. Ooh. Lips got all big right on the camera. I said, look at this monkey. I said, this is easy money right here. Y'all gonna see. Kid ain't ready. And guess what? What you see is what you get. The kid's never gonna be ready. Stylistically, Canelo can't fuck with Floyd. He's not a problem. And it was a wash. Still, there was a judge. Y'all remember what one of the judges said? They had that fight real close, right? I was like, how? What fight was, man, whatever, man. Yeah. Y'all know Sugar Ray Leonard was supposed to die the night he fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler? He was supposed to die that night. Yep. Eric, salute. Y'all remember that? Was y'all there? Was y'all around for that? Yeah. Crazy work, right? George Foreman was supposed to kill Muhammad Ali in Africa. Did y'all know that, or do y'all just watch the highlights and just celebrate Ali? Ali was supposed to die that night. Y'all know that? Light eye, salute. There's a few fights historically where there was fighters going in that ring, they were supposed to like literally just die. And they won convincingly. Hey, you want another one? I don't know necessarily. I don't know if he was supposed to die that night. I'm not sure. But do you remember when Vasily Lomachenko fought Nakatani? Nakatani that gave Teofimo Lopez fits. Nakatani, Japanese dude, when Teofimo says, I'm not fighting tall fighters anymore. And Loma was coming off of the Lopez loss. And I said, man, is this a, Eric Myers, salute. Is this a fight that, case of voice, salute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is this a fight that he should be taking right now? I don't know. He must know something we don't know. And he boxed Nakatani's face in. Remember that? You know what I said? Good job, man. He disposed of him. He disposed of him easily. Easily. Exactly, Eric Myers. Sonny Liston versus Clay. Cash is supposed to die that night. That's another one. B-Hop versus Kelly Pavlik. HBO and everybody. Oh, no, I don't know about this one. Bernard Hopkins, the power of Kelly Pavlik. Man, B-Hop boxes damn face in. Watch this. B-Hop was supposed to die versus Felix Trinidad. If you lived in New York, you know what I was talking about. I was the only nigga running around saying, yo, do y'all even know who B-Hop is? I'm getting the Boricua flags waved in my face. I said, all right, support your guy, but wait a minute. I'm trying to talk boxing. This isn't safe. And they postponed the execution because 9/11 happened. And they pushed the fight back 2 weeks. Y'all don't remember that. The week the fight was supposed to happen, 9/11 happened. And they pushed the fight back 2 weeks. That was why Tito came to the ring with the firemen and the police officers. Aaron, salute. Teach, what up? Timothy. All of you guys that put your eggs in the basket. Nah, I didn't. Nah, phenomenal Mexican. I didn't drop the flag. I was just trying to talk some sense to them. I said, y'all need to take this fight serious. Do y'all know who B-Hop was? And they didn't know. They were just repping, Puerto Rico, and I get it. But I said, no, you need to know who this guy is. This is not. I was the only person in my gym and at my job saying, hey, Tito's not going to win this fight. This is bad. Boricua! I said, all right, okay. And what happened? See money. Bed-Stuy in the building. World Constrictor, salute. My brother Southern T in the building, salute. So we have a lot of examples, and what I'm telling the haters is this Haney situation, the hate that y'all have for this young man, his success is actually your fault. It's actually your fault. This past Saturday, the way y'all painted the way y'all painted Brian Norman, all the eggs you put in the basket of Brian Norman, It didn't make sense. And the sad part is there's a lot of YouTube channels. These cats know better. But you fools ran behind them because it was therapeutic. What do I keep telling y'all about that? What I keep telling y'all? Over here, if we felt Devin was going to have a problem, like a real problem, we would say, I don't know about this one. Salute, man. We rocking with Dev, but I don't know. This is going to be tough. It's going to be hard. And I said, it's not going to be easy. He got to be careful, but I don't see him losing the fight. And I broke down why. Here's my response. This is me. Drew, what you think about Devin and Brian Norman Jr.? Well, you know, I think Devin he's more battle tested. He has a better resume. He's been around the block. He's dealt with a lot of stuff. The kid is headstrong, contrary to popular belief. Because of popular belief, a lot of it is lies. And I know that. And I think Devin is just a sharper tool in that shed. And with respect to Brian, to say that he only has a puncher's chance is to say that he has no chance at all. So, you know, I got Devin winning. I think I said it was 60-40. I think I said it was 60-40. Round 1.
Whack, jack, smack.
Round 2.
Whack, jack, smack.
Round 3.
Whack, jack, smack.
Round 4.
Whack, jack, smack.
Round 5.
Whack, jack, smack.
Round 6, he made an adjustment and took away the jab. Everyone keeps talking about, hey, man, Devin could have won with the jab. Y'all didn't even see. Norman made an adjustment, which is why he stopped throwing the goddamn jab. Y'all even, and you see, y'all are so goddamn stupid, y'all not even giving Norman for making that adjustment. That's what it means to be a hater. Village Brother, salute. Y'all so busy waiting to see if Devin gets caught with a left hook, which, by the way, he did at the end of the first round. He hit Devin with a power jab, rocked his head back. I said, oh, and I watched. Nothing happened. I said, okay, he good. Norman landed the left hook. Like Felix Trinidad in the first round of that fight, near the end of the round, in the clinch, Tito took a half step back out the clinch and rocked Bernard's head sideways with the left hook. And Bernard ain't go nowhere. I said, fight's over right here. And I watched that fight live, and I looked at everyone. I was at a fight party. I said, your man's getting knocked out. Round 10, he rocked him bad, and the round ended. Round 12, we saw what happened. I told y'all Devin was going to be strong. Devin's going to be more natural, and Devin's going to win the battle in the clinch. And by the way, 70% of the clinches were initiated by Brian Norman. So stop it. Y'all niggas are too stupid to understand the reason why Devin Haney stopped throwing the jab because Brian made a fucking adjustment. He took the jab away for a little while. It was around round 5 or 6. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at. I picked that up immediately. Brian was actually in there thinking. He's not the slugger that y'all said he was. And what makes you think that Devin is going to be there to get slugged on? He's too smart. And it's what y'all get for listening to clowns like on ESPN and or everybody, all these haters on YouTube. This is what you get. So while Brian took away the jab for a few rounds, Devin made the adjustment. So Brian was in there thinking. And y'all too stupid to even give Brian credit for that. That's what it means to be a hater. That's why I tell y'all all the time, people have to qualify to talk about this sport with you. You'll know in seconds whether they know what they say they know. Why are you picking Brian Norman? Oh, because Devin got PTSD. What's PTSD? You know some nigga don't even know what the acronym was. He thought it was a word. I said, what is that? Nigga started to spell it. I'm not kidding. PTSD. I said, no, PTSD. He gonna ask me, why am I saying it like that? I say, because it's an acronym. Are you for real? Unique Dawn, salute. Moody, what up? I'm like, man, you know what? Snacks, what up? Like, yeah, no. Main biker, salute. I had to walk away. I said, all right, bro, I'm good. I'm good on you. Whatever. Look at these dudes in the eyes when when they get passionate about why Devin Haney is bad for them. Look at their eyes. One nigga's eyes start spinning like in the cartoons. He got all cockeyed and shit. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody hit you? You okay? Are you okay? I just asked the question. Why is Devin Haney bad for boxing? They start talking about Bill. But they know, I'm like, well, what about Bob Arum? What? Bob Arum? You don't know who, Bob Arum, FBI investigations, FBI raided his place of business. You don't know that guy? Buddied up with Daniel Kinahan at first. Daniel Kinahan, don't ring a bell, none of that. Right? Back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Oh, Don King, he's bad for business. Oh my God, he robbed Mike Tyson. Bob Arum was right there the whole time. Did the FBI raid Don King's place of business? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know. Aaron Jordan, salute. Did he? It's so fast to tell me all Bill has done is promote his son and check the resume of his son. There's a clown on Instagram right now. Said, oh, Devin's not bad. He said 30-2. I said, what's that 2 about? I know what he wanted to say. I said, go on and say it. And you'll get an invite to the Strong House. We could debate it. I don't want to, at this point, y'all can't tell me shit about Devin. This is his 3rd weight class, and he ran right into the smoke. Because y'all said Brian Norman was that dude. And respectfully, is he a hard puncher? Yes. He catch you clean? Yes, you going to sleep. But you got to catch him. Did he run? No. I saw him out muscling Brian Norman. The fight looked pretty even to me as far as strength and size. Now it's so crazy. Now I'm hearing niggas talking about Devin's still too big. He got to go to 54. And you know what? Y'all know Devin hasn't grown into his man strength yet, right? I predict when his career is over, when he's on his way out, he'll be at 68. And there'll be dumb niggas talking about, oh, he should have been here the whole time. Wait a minute. So you're saying he was draining himself to 35, right? Has he ever missed the weight? No. He makes the weight. All those people on that list that didn't fight him, that was their choice. Brian Norman Jr., and this is why I salute Brian Norman, because he's the only person that said, I want that smoke. He's the only person that wants that smoke. Yeah, Case Avoid, he's a hater. He got a personal thing with Bill. I know that for a fact. That's why, listen, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you want an honest assessment about somebody, you're not going to get that from a person that has a personal vendetta against him. He has a vendetta against Bill. It has nothing to do with boxing. I don't have a vendetta against Sergey Kovalev. He's just a fucking racist. But once upon a time, he was the best light heavyweight in the world, and it made me sick to say it, but it was the truth. Now I can say, oh my God, he's a racist, and I hate him, and blah, 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 blah. They say, Drew, what about his boxing career? Well, ain't no one at 75 could beat him. That's me, though. But I'm going to let you know I don't like this guy. But I can't deny what I'm looking at in the ring. And thank God for Andre Ward. Thank you. Right now, these niggas is looking for a reason to say thank you to somebody to do that to Devin. Y'all thought y'all had it in Ryan Garcia. And you niggas, after Ryan Garcia showed you that he cheated, the New York State Athletic Commission said, nope, this dude cheated. Y'all ran around trying to question the system. And then while y'all questioning the system, you find out he's racist. And then you justified that. Whole time y'all talking about Don King, Bob Arum was around. The whole time. The whole time. And then you find out that Top Rank has a no black fighter board in their offices. Courtesy of Cameron Duncan. They were scheming and plotting to freeze Devin Haney out. Teofimo Lopez said the quiet part out loud. All of this shit is documented. This is why I don't listen to you knuckle draggers. This is why there's a Monkey Tuesday. That Ryan Garcia thing, listen, he shouldn't be able to breathe because if Devin popped off on Ryan the exact way, reversed the roles, and it was Devin that came in overweight, and it was Devin that got caught cheating, he'd still be suspended. He wouldn't be anywhere near Riyadh season. Anywhere. Drew, you don't know that? Yes, I do. Let me ask y'all a question. When Jarrell Miller popped dirty and fucked his $8 million payday off against AJ, when was the next time we saw him in the ring? Give me the year number. How many years? He was out of the ring for crazy long. 4-ounce sniper in that super chat. Much love. He says, salute, Drew. With the little bit of boxing knowledge I have, I myself was surprised to see Bryan as the favorite. One bad fight against a racist cheater really had these dudes fooled. Crash out big. Exactly, bro. And I'm saying a lot of these cats know better. The dude talking right now, he knows better. But it's popular to hate Devin. And it's netting him dividends. And I'm telling y'all, he has a personal gripe towards Bill. I know that for a fact. I was in the middle of it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I laugh when I get cats that are new to my channel and they come in and they thinking they know shit. They go to these hater channels, and just because they say it respectfully and it sounds intelligent, oh, this is a talking point. I'm gonna go over to the strong house and I'm gonna talk. And I'm like, yeah, I know where you're getting it from, and I know why you're saying it, but it's wrong. And they start regurgitating anything that's, I don't give a fuck. It could be Fanon, it could be KO, it could be Crackhead, KQKC, any one of those niggas. And they may sound smart to you. When you come here, I'm gonna dismantle your whole shit. And I know where you got it from. You know why? Because I know 2 of them niggas done told me bullshit in confidence. And I'm like, nah, that's all right. That shit is wrong. Poppy, what up, bro? What up? Yeah, 88. We ain't see Big Baby for like 4 years, man. Ryan gets 1 year. He's on a pay-per-view. And he's about to fight for a world title off of a loss. And y'all niggas is quiet. Are those niggas talking about how fucked up that is? How does he jump the line and gets a Barrios fight? I'm still waiting on that. Oh, yeah, Unique Dawn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Motherfuckers coming up here talking to us like we don't know them niggas. Mook, what up, Mook? I'm like, yo, y'all new to the game. I know that guy. You don't know what I know. You weren't here. You don't know what I know about him. And I'm just keeping it cool. When you come over here popping that dumb shit, like I don't know where you got it from, I'm going to take you to school. And you need to do more homework on the people you goddamn follow. You'd be amazed at the motherfucking Super Mac time salute. You'd be amazed at the people I protected out here. You'd be amazed. These niggas weren't here for that. You see, of course, bro. And I knew this was coming. But y'all gotta, because I don't watch him, y'all gotta let me know. Was he saying that prior to the fight, though? I'm gonna gamble and say no. Was he saying that? Was he saying that Norman Jr.? I'm telling you, Shaquilla, salute. Queen Eric Myers, salute. Devin was supposed to die Saturday. PTSD, no chin, a runner.
Whack, jack, smack.
That's all I saw. Keith, what up? That's all I saw. And now they're saying he's trash. Guess what? Guess what? I ain't gonna let y'all do that. Nope. Brian Norman Jr. is not trash. He just wasn't ready. Like how we said David Morrell wasn't ready for David Benavidez. It was too early for him. He needed some more in-ring experience. He had tools. He had the cojones. He had the size, but he wasn't ready. That's what we saw. Brian just wasn't ready. He needed more fights. That's it. That's it. It was experience that got Devin through the fight. Is Canelo trash? No. But he wasn't beating Floyd. He wasn't beating Floyd. He wasn't. He was not beating Floyd. At first, I was saying, yo, he's too green. But go ahead, because he got 1 billion fights. He's fighting down there in Mexico. You know how that is. But go ahead. Then they disarmed my argument. He's not too green. Look how many fights he had. I said, all right, let's go. All right, y'all want to go through that? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, he's ready. Okay, he's ready. Stephen A. Snitch. No. I ain't want this fight for Floyd. That was probably one of the easiest fights in Floyd's career. As Money Mayweather. Matter of fact, two of the easiest fights in his career was Diego Corrales. Because I'm talking about people that were supposed to kill him. Diego was easy, and Canelo was easy. How the hell you figure Marcos Chino Maidana fought Floyd a lot more competitive and a lot more better than Canelo? How does that work? Big Joe Townsend, salute. Yeah, Arturo Gatti, but Arturo wasn't going to kill him. I said, yo, Arturo barely even has a puncher's chance. Barely. He said Pacquiao was easy. Yeah, Pacquiao was easy. But Pacquiao did better than Canelo. This dude was supposed to die. He's breathing, not a mark on his face. Brian Norman looked like he had a fight, didn't he? Devin got on a plane and flew to Dubai. He's chilling right now. Not a mark on his face. Hashtag Liston and Clay. I ain't got a mark on my face. I just beat Sonny Liston. I must be the greatest. And y'all niggas are just angry at what? I don't know. But you see all this dysfunction? Now let's bring it back full circle to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is now talking about Devin's boring. He refuses to engage. What are you trying to set up, man? You trying to set him up with your boy Conor Ben? Let me ask you a question. Can anyone explain to me what Conor Ben actually done in the sport of boxing? Because this is the route I'm taking now. Now, mind you, all the routes that I'm taking, you got to understand that y'all clowns in the world made these arguments, and now I'm throwing them right back at you. What has Conor Ben deserved? What did he do to deserve a match against Devin Haney? Let me know. What are you gonna tell me? Star power? That must mean y'all are throwing the belts in the trash. Y'all are disowning the belts, right? So the belts don't matter, rankings don't matter, right? Conor Ben also got caught juicing. Couldn't fight in this country, had to come to America, the good old US of A. And we accepted him with open arms, didn't we? He gets his license back. He goes to fight his rival. Actually, they weren't even rivals. That was their dad's bullshit. That was just marketing right there. And I appreciated it. I liked the first fight. I didn't really, watch the second fight. It wasn't as intense. And, Conor won. Whatever. So, I mean, what are we doing? Rod Neal in that super chat, he said 3 months ago, Hearn said Bill of cashing out Dev. He was accusing Bill of cashing out Dev when he signed for this fight. Man, of course he'd say that. He's cashing out AJ. Lifetime contract. Go get that Jake Paul money. What are they getting? 80 million? AJ's probably getting only 20 of it. Jose, what up? Feel me? So, I mean, what we doing here? Brother Reef, where's your wrench? Why is your wrench going? What the fuck? Eric Myers, where's your wrench? Hold on a minute. Brother, where is your wrench? Nah, bro. Yeah, shout out to YouTube. You know why I know? Hey, check this out. I just checked to see if it's you, because we could do that on our side. There's something called go to channel activity. I'm looking at Reese comments from my Tank Davis video, the live talk, and they're showing his old comments with the wrench next to it. He's here this morning. There's no wrench. Matter of fact, I could show you better than I can tell you. This is how I know YouTube's on some bullshit. I'm gonna show you. Look at this. Scroll down here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Nah, this is very important that I show y'all this. Real shit. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It don't be us. Let me send it to my shit. Hold on. It don't be us. I'm looking at him like, yo, I'm going to check in a minute to see if that's the real Reef. And it's really him. I'm like, well, where the fuck is this wrench? We'll show you in 1 second. Hold on. Don't be us. One second, y'all. It's imperative that I show you this. One. Oh, wow. An error occurred. Wait a moment, then try again. Yeah, terrific. Now they back to this bullshit again. You know, they did this about a week ago. Wait a minute. It's more than one way to skin a cat. You see YouTube. Unique Dawn, where's your wrench? Oh, wow. Wow. You know, I see you on StreamYard. I can't even see you in the YouTube studio. You know, that's amazing, right? That's amazing. All right, let's do this. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta hold on. Wow, so both. It's on both. Look at that. They won't let me upload the pic, but don't worry. I'm gonna make a short video about it. I'm gonna make a short video about it. I'm gonna make a short video about it. That's weird as hell, bro. That's weird as hell. You know I can't upload no pictures right now? You know I can't upload no pictures on StreamYard right now? Listen, Miguel, it's too late. I got Reef. He's wrenched up. I just seen him comment on all of my videos. I see all his comments with a wrench. This morning he has no wrench. I never took his wrench, ever. He's been a wrench since I gave it to him like 6 years ago. Man, y'all just adding to this lawsuit. Y'all just adding to it. No doubt, Reef. Documentation beats conversation. We good. Anyway, yeah, Miguel working overtime on Jerome.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Yeah.
Get your hand off my penis!
Tay, good morning.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Yep. He said now they're trying to say Devin's on pegs. Yeah. Devin never popped for anything. No snack athlete ever popped for anything. Right? Not even the non-black ones, right? Meanwhile, Devin's a weight bully. How many times he missed weight? 0. How many times Tank Davis missed weight? How many times Shakur missed weight? Dillian White, how many times he popped dirty? Okay. Conor Ben, he popped so bad he couldn't fight in the UK. That happened, right? Right. They get chance after chance. Ryan Garcia came in overweight. They readjusted the contract. Then he had the nerve to be on drugs, right? So all of this stuff spun back to Devin. How? Why? Why? Snack. Clenbuterol, Canelo with Clenbuterol, Ostarine. Oh, shout out to goddamn Super Matias. Requete, right? He's supposed to be fighting in Brooklyn. What, next week? That fight might not happen. Ostarine don't do shit, but niggas is on it. Right? Terrific. Unique Dawn, which channel are you on? Are you on Pep Talk, Bear Cave, or because I can't see you in the chat at all. Y'all see her? You know I can't see her? Y'all see her? She's supposed to be in pause above Tay and below Shawland. I see Shawland and Tay and I don't see her. How? Sid Mark, salute. Y'all see her? And guess what? Where's her wrench? Tell me where her wrench is. I know she's wrenched on all my channels. Man. Ooh-wee. Let's just take a picture of this. Yep. Y'all go ahead and keep playing with me. I'm telling y'all, documentation beats conversation. See, they do little things like this because they anticipate people being petty and saying, "Oh, I ain't got no wrench. I'm out of here." You on Bear Cave? Guess what, sis? I can't even see you on Bear Cave. Oh, magically she pops up. Oh my God. Right. Magically she pops up. You know, all your comments just popped up. I was just here. I was just over here. And you was wrenched up over there, man. Okay. We cool. Yeah, Stormy on Bear Cave, all of her comments just popped up. I was just over there. And all her comments popped up just now. I didn't refresh it. I was just over there. I got all the live stream of the YouTube studios. I have it all up on all the windows right now. Perfect Black, salute. This is why I tell y'all, like and share the video. They're watching us. They're watching us. And surprise, surprise, there's something wrong with my Rumble account. I'm waiting for an email from them assholes. See? See what happens when you speak the truth? So let me not disappoint these assholes. Let's get back to this Quacka, Eddie Hearn, from his motherland. You know, those folks they teach you how to set it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to colonize, and we're going to strategize to colonize. Speaking of which, you heard about those two crackers in Texas that plant to go to D.C. and recruit homeless people to go occupy a small island off of Haiti? Like 8,000 people on this island. Did y'all read about that? Oh my God. That was their plan? So let me get this straight. Y'all was going to D.C. to recruit homeless people to get on a boat and go to Haiti. They were actually actively, one joined the military. The other one was learning how to like fly a plane or something. And they were learning French. Let me explain something to you two quackers. If you guys went anywhere in Haiti and think you was going to overrun it with some homeless people, those Haitians would have cut you the fuck up and put your heads on pikes. And put the pikes on the beach as a reminder. Don't come over here with no nonsense. I don't know what these crackers think black people are. But see, that's the arrogance of crackers. That's what they do. It's the arrogance of them. Some of these motherfuckers really think that they could just go up there and do that. Just like I just said yesterday, y'all niggas think y'all tough. Y'all smoking this weed and drinking this beer. And, yo, these little white boys ain't scared of you no more. While you drinking and smoking and learning the latest nigga nonsense rap music, you know what those kids are doing? After school, they going to these MMA gyms. They done popped up all over the world. And they're learning how to put you in a goddamn triangle chokehold, and they put you to sleep. They're hoping they walk through your neighborhood minding their business and you pop off. They want to try out that new fucking key lock. You get him on his back, you think you win, and next thing you know, you're getting choked out. You try and get up, you're like, what happened? Why my ankle broke? Well, that little white boy you jumped on, he fucked you up off his back. These white boys ain't scared of you no more. They don't care how big your beard is. How much nigga nonsense lingo you talk. Hey, yo, you know what I mean? Yo. How much bass you got in your voice? Little Timmy gonna choke you. You're gonna be embarrassed. Exactly, Tay. Cauliflower on the ears, man. Y'all better pick wisely. Stop beefing. You won't catch a bad one. Some of these crackers, these niggas really thought that they were going to go get some homeless people and take over an island in Haiti? That was your plan? Now, they were caught and arrested, but goddamn, bro, you really thought you were going to Haiti? Are there any Haitians in my chat? I know Haitians. There's a reason why they're in America. They're like, nah, I ain't fuck. Niggas is crazy over there. Main biker in that super chat salute, he says, pink people hate Haiti forever after 1804 revolution. Yeah, the Haitians, shout out to the Haitians. They're the first people that said, yo, the slave shit? Nah. There's 1,000 of us and 5 of y'all. Watch this. Bust they ass. Yeah, Cardi, see, they don't send out my notifications because I talk like this. And that's cool. History behind Haitians. And those two crackers, they were going to go over there and fight the good fight, right? Wrong. You know what? I think there's a part of me where I wanted the law just to sit back and just joke about it. Like, yo, let's see how far they take this shit. All the way up to the point where they got on a boat. Like, no, let them land there. Let them go into town and see what's going on. And them boys would have whooped your ass. And you'd have went missing. That's what would have happened. You would have went missing. Idiots. But anyway, boxing, please. More on that on Pep Talk. Oh, my gosh, bro. Hard win, salute. Hen dog, salute. Oh, my God. Anyway, J-Man, what up? Anyway, Eddie Hearn's a liar. So now he's back to dragging Devin Haney. Let me ask you a question. Was he dragging Devin Haney's name when they were making money together? You remember all the wonderful things he was saying? Lord swear, real Baltimore in the building. Salute. That's real Baltimore right there. He had wonderful things to say. Jose, my brother, salute. Wonderful things to say about Devin. Breaking bread with him, right? Now he's boring and won't engage. Let me tell you what boring gets you. Y'all remember that little faggot, Teofimo Lopez? I never even made $1 million. I never even made $1 million. Riyadh season. Turkey says, I got 11 milli for you versus Devin. He said no, because Devin's boring. I didn't like the Ramirez fight. That's not for you to like. Fuck that, man. Go get your money, right? That's what you fans talk about, right? Why y'all hating on the man for getting his money? I said, no, I wanted to fight the best competition. You know what? I'm going to mind my business now. Teofimo went from saying I never made $1 million to Turkey saying I got 11 of those things for you. And he said no. But here's the history behind this. Teo's been saying no. I want some more history. Want some more history about Teofimo Lopez? You know I got it. This is Teofimo Lopez in 2018 in reference to Devin.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
He said the quiet part out loud. He's dumping belts, jumping out, moving out of sanctioning bodies. WBO had a meeting with him. Y'all know what he just said? Do y'all understand? I play that a lot. Y'all understand that he revealed that there was an organized effort to freeze Devin Haney out of opportunities. It was the WBO and Mauricio Sillyman with his WBC bullshit, a.k.a. the Latino belt. That's what it is. That's why I play that. And by the way, when he fucked around and lost to Teofimo Lopez, when he lost to George Cambozo, this is what he said.
Yo, Tio, we just get a Haney Kambosos. Who you think wins that fight, brother?
Oh, fuck. No, it's a made fight for Haney. Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, the whole shit was a scheme, bro. They had the zone. I was on the zone platform. They gave it to Kambosos because they knew what I was going to do with it. They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop him. Then it's a longer process for Devin to become, quote-unquote, undisputed. It's all a game, man. They pay that shit.
Isn't it gonna be tough to win in Australia though? Like if it's a setup, isn't it when they set it up in America, not Australia? Where why
everything's already made. It's everything. I had to see that for myself. So they already knew who won before they even fucking announced it. See the tapes.
Hey Tio, what advice would you give Dev on what he's got to do in the ring with Kambosos?
Fuck Buffalo.
Ain't no one told him not to take George Kambosos seriously. You done postponed that fight 6 or 7 times. You finally got the fight with J-Lo. You got J-Lo, remember that? And he went in there, got dropped in the first round. George cut his eye up. It looked like a bloody cunt. First of the month type shit. And he lost the fight. He's doing backflips in the ring. The Hulu theater's empty. No one, the cameraman's folding up their shit. They're like, yo, why is he backflipping in the ring? Doesn't he do that when he wins? And he went from all of that, one big self-inflicted wound, to telling ESPN you can keep your black fighters. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? ESPN can keep the black fighters. So once again, he failed in the ring. All he had to do was win. You done beat Loma. You was one fight away from undisputed. No, you took a franchise status courtesy of Mauricio Sillyman. And then y'all niggas started calling Devin the email champion. The franchise status that wasn't transferable. Remember when it wasn't transferable? It's a special privilege that we have to vote on, and you can't lose it in the ring. You can go up and down and wait. Not transferable until Teofimo beat Lomachenko for it. Then they gave it to him in the ring. Remember that? I said, why is he getting that belt? Devin's a real champion. Oh, okay, we're going to get a real undisputed matchup. He just told you, if I'd have won it, you know what I was going to do with it? I was going to drop it to make it harder for Devin. He said that. Another racist, insecure piece of shit. That's why I don't fuck with Teofimo Lopez. And this was before Ryan Garcia. You see? Everything I say and do here is justified. Devin was the victim in that, but they call him the email champion. Devin had to go to Australia 2 times. One to win undisputed and one to defend it. He took short money. He never complained about money. But he came home with those belts, though. He went and got them and came back. First time he went, they didn't let Bill into the country until like the 12th hour. His cut man was stopped at customs. As if that wasn't in the play. You agreeing to go and fight in another country, at the table, they should be like, wait a minute, we have to make sure y'all are able to come here. Y'all got a criminal record? Because we got to work that out. They're not going to let you in. Devin was in Australia with no corner, y'all. He barely had a corner. The cut man got stopped at customs. Do y'all know that? Why y'all fuck with Devin? I'm telling you why. Look at what they tried to do to the kid. And all he keeps doing is winning. Y'all don't like Floyd? Is he Floyd? Is he throwing money at the camera? He speaks proper English. But what do you niggas do? Oh, he trying to be like Tank. What, an ignorant midget yellow nigga with no father? With no grasp of the English language? Hating on everything that looks like him? I'm sorry, Devin couldn't be that if he tried. He had a daddy in his life that wasn't on drugs. What else you got? He's not Floyd. No, he's actually better. Uh-oh. Prove me wrong. Y'all said Money Mayweather was boring. It ain't take no risk. Devin's in the pocket banging with a dude that was supposed to kill him last night. Devin's chasing after everybody. Tank is a killer. He been wanting that smoke since 35. Tank, he's done nothing but hate from the sidelines and done everything but fight. Matter of fact, didn't Champs I say that? They wanted to put that on a t-shirt. They say everything but fight. Look at the list. Who's on that list? Boots on the list. Teofimo's on the list. Tank's on the list. Shakur's on the list. Space and opportunity. Richard Hitchison fucked around and said, I want to be on the list. Bill walked up on him. And it was a spectacle. Then he got on that other podcast and said, nah, I was just fucking around. Well, nigga, you got the attention. You might have gotten the fight. Remember you stood up there in front of all those white folks? Yeah, fuck you, nigga. Let's fight, nigga. Bill walked up on you. Let's fight. Nothing. Just like that. Lost respect for you, Rich. You're done. You fought George Kambosos in your hometown and he made more money than you. Uh-oh.
What you doing? Pooping?
Right in your pants. Y'all done talk so much shit about Devin. Two things gonna happen to you. If you fight him, eventually you're gonna lose. And if you lose to someone that they've cut down, they're gonna look at you strange. And this was the danger with Brian Norman. This is what I was telling y'all about. I don't hate Brian Norman, but I knew this was gonna happen. Now they're gonna say that this kid wasn't good? After this fucking nigga just told you that he was gonna die that night. Look, I know Fanon was building this shit up. I know it. And y'all had high hopes of Brian Norman landing something. But it never happened. Because what he landed, Devin ate it. But when Devin landed his, what happened? Uh-oh. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta watch boxing. Because if you was mutual in this and just watching for the sport, this wouldn't hurt you so bad. It wouldn't hurt you that bad. You hating on Devin? Let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite fighter and what is he doing in comparison to Devin? I wait. You don't like Devin? Cool. I'm not in the business of making any of you like Devin. I want to know who's your favorite fighter and what is he doing in comparison. As far as career, wherever you want to go, career and money. Wherever you want to go. Pick them. Wherever you want to go. If it's anybody from 135 to 147, you're not going to win an argument. I promise you, you're not. You could be a Boots fan. You could be a Tank fan. You could be a Shakur fan. You're not going to win the argument. The facts are on my side. Period. Period. Now, as far as what Eddie Hearn said about being boring, are y'all as black people, do y'all know the history of white people calling black fighters boring and refusing to engage? Y'all know there's a history behind that, right? Or do you even care? I know. You'd rather be wrong and strong. But there's a history behind it. But I'm not going to educate you because you like being ignorant. Some of y'all got white friends. Do y'all allow them to say nigga around you? Coach Hudson in the building, salute. And enjoy your vacation, good brother. Enjoy your vacation. Y'all let them do that? We took that word, we own it. We either use it or we don't. But it's not for anyone else to use, it's ours now. Fuck y'all. And that goes for everybody. You're not black, you don't use that word. It's for us. Y'all used it against us, we hijacked it. But I don't want to get into the history of that. But it's like y'all take shit. This man just called Devin Haney boring. Thank Father, salute. And won't engage. That's a complete contradiction. He also lied and said that the Prince, Turki Al-Sheikh, was not impressed with the fight. Well, that's weird. Are y'all reading the because Turkey put this up already. This is on Ring Magazine's channel. Are y'all reading that? What is the first word you see? Just put it in the chat if you can see it. What's the first word you see? I'll blow it up for a second. Hold on. I'll blow it up for you. What does that say? The first word there. What does that say? Ah. Now I know that Turkey doesn't monitor the he has people in charge monitoring the site, but you know what? I know if he was not happy with Devin's performance, don't you think he'd have said that? Y'all really thought that cat and mouse shit was meant for Devin? If Devin, you know that stupid ass knuckle dragging UK dude that was on here Friday, they were both. We had two of them up here. One was a monkey. One was a homosexual monkey. The dude before, he just wanted to talk to me. He said he's robbing Turkey. No, if Turkey felt he was being robbed after the Ramirez fight, he just wouldn't have did business with him. What are you talking about? You see, he's another nigger that goes to other channels and gets armed with bullshit. If the LDBC and Champside and everybody else did a complete 180 and we started bigging up Tank, they'd start hating Tank because it's not about the fighters, it's about us. Why do you think you gotta listen to what they say? When we answer their questions with logic and where our opinions come from, what they start doing is, well, how are you gonna feel if your man loses? Why are you worried about how I'm gonna feel? It's boxing to me. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. What are you worried about how I'm going to feel? Because you know what? I'm not worried about how you feel, whether any fighter I support wins or loses. I don't run to your channels. I don't say, oh, man, I want to see what they're going to say now. I don't care about what you say. I don't care. What's fucked up is you guys are running behind a lot of these guys on YouTube, and they got problems. Now, he refuses to engage. All I saw him do was engage with Brian Norman. I told y'all Devin's going to be stronger at 47. Let me go back to Diego Chico Corrales. Sometime after the Floyd loss, I think he lost him at 35. I think, and y'all can correct me, he went up in weight and fought Acelino Freitas, the Brazilian boxer. He was a champion, I think. Y'all remember that? Acelino Freitas, remember him? He was an HBO fighter, Brazilian dude. And Diego went up there in the first fight, and he beat the snot out of him and said, I'm here now. He felt better at the heavier weight. That happened. And Acelino Freitas, I'm not going to say he was a killer, but he was pretty damn good. Acelino was pretty damn good. And Diego destroyed him. At a heavier weight. At a heavier weight. Yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes these fighters feel better. Why do you think I said, Devin's a dog, he's going to do what he's going to do? I don't like the fight with him and Shakur at 35. Why do you think I said that? I'm like, yo, Devin is draining himself. Shakur could win that fight. Points. He could win. Devin's better at a heavier weight. And then when he goes to 140, they cheat him. Mount True TV says, and I was going for Brian, now my foot's in my mouth. You know what, brother? Don't worry about that, brother. Listen, let me address this brother right here. Do not worry about that. It's just a pick. A lot of my brothers that I'm super cool with pick Brian to win, and I understood it. I think a bit of it was the jitters coming down to the fight where they were like, you know what? We're not sure what Devin's going to do if he gets hurt. There may be some PTSD there, but I didn't think that. I know what PTSD really is. And I'm not saying you don't. You might be military man, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just a pick. I didn't hate anybody that said, yo, man, you know what? I'm going to go with Brian. All right, cool. I'm talking about the other cats that are on other channels. Yo, no, I'm going with Brian because fuck Devin. Huh? What's that? Those cats that never, listen, man. Name one person from 35 to fucking 47 that has done or would have even done what Devin has done. Who the fuck's going to Australia 2 times on short money for Undisputed? Name the fighter. Who? Boots? Who? Tank? Shakur? Shakur didn't even want to take a shot at Undisputed before Devin left 135. Who? Name them. Gary Russell? Which one? Gary Russell 1, 2, 3? Which one? There's like 9 of them. Rest in power to my brother Batman. Who? Name the fighter that would have done, that did what Devin did. Name them. Now, if cats thought that, you know, just looking at from what you're looking at, never mind the haters, and you're saying, look, I'm picking Brian, I ain't got no beef. That's cool. Oh, you was like F the Haney's? I don't. This might be a learning experience. Just out of curiosity, because you're keeping it a bean. Just out of curiosity, why would you like F the Haney's? I just want to know, why was you on that? Because I was never on, you know, F the Normans. I was never on that. But I noticed a lot of the hate for Devin is a contradiction of what he's accomplishing, because he's actually doing more. He's actually doing what we wanted Floyd to do in the late 90s into the early 2000s. In the mid 2000s. Because there was some shit, he did a lot, but there was some shit that I would like to have seen him do. But I kept quiet about it because I was being on code. So I'm just wondering. I don't know where the F the Haney's come from, because like I said, I'm just looking at the work and I'm just watching the results. And, you know, we've gotten to know the kid like on a personal level, and I'm like, yo, this shit is genuine. Well, there it is, brother. You're getting honesty right here in the chat, brother. There it is. And my only response to you is, brother, just watch boxing. Just watch boxing. That's all I can tell you. Everything I say about Tank is justified. And I get mad when I get, you know what? I'm not even going to call you a Tankamaniac. You know why? Because you're being honest. Don't even call yourself that. You could say you support Tank. That's cool. But you're not a Tankamaniac. You know why, brother? Because Tankamaniacs can't admit what you just admitted. So don't even call yourself that. You could be a Tank fan. That's fine. And in the midst of that rivalry, you chose Tank. And I'm cool with that. You just have Tank beating his ass. I'm cool with that. All I ever said was, I got Devin, you got Tank. We got to find out. The brothers got to fight. And my only thing was, Tank's the A side. He could have made that fight several times. He just didn't do it. And I'm like, well, I got my answer. That's all I ever said. So Devin's moved on. So it's not only Tank. Now I could say, well, pick a fighter from 35 to now 47. I'm looking at Devin's his road travel, and the results. He's shitting on everybody. He's shitting on everybody from 35 to 47 now. He done came into 47 and fought the hardest puncher. Everybody picked him. They said if this fight ends in a knockout, Devin gonna be on the floor. All the stuff that we seen, I just said, well, we got to see. They're gonna fight. I picked Devin to win, but they're gonna fight. They fought. And we saw what happened. Exactly, Mark. Exactly. You can have your favorites. That's fine. But at the end of the day, all I want to do is talk to X's and O's. Like I said, if I felt that Brian Norman was a bigger threat, I would have said that. But I'm like, yo, the only threat he has is a puncher's chance. So basically, I didn't see him winning this fight. And I did say, unless he has a gear that we don't know about, Devin's going to beat him. Devin's going to beat him. That's all I said. That's all I said. But I always say what? What's my disclaimer? It's what? Boxing. And anybody could eat it. Anybody could eat it. Another thing was, and I mentioned this last night, me and Stormy mentioned it last night, Bill is a genius. Bill, when he don't know something, he will get somebody in that camp to help Devin. He will get somebody in that camp to help Devin. You see what I'm saying? A real trainer understands his limitations. He also understands his fighter's limitations. Now let me digress on that. You heard what I just said. A real coach understands his limitations. They also understand their fighter's limitations. Now you see why I got a problem when Coach Cal told Marco in reference to Shakur, Tank and Shakur, he said, why would we want that fight? He's not going to stand there and let us do what we do. And I said, why are you saying that out loud, brother? Why are you saying that out loud? What the fuck? I said, I can't believe he said that, man. And then when he brought up Devin, he said, yeah, at what weight though? I'm like, here he go again. Why is it? Bro, he's telling you. He understands Tank's limitations. He understands it. And I just said, look, he said it. I didn't say it. And cats got mad at me. They got mad at me. I said, look, go. All right, listen to Cal. That's messed up, man. Matt Borg sent in that super chat salute. He says, yo, that fake trainer the other day was hilarious, bro. If y'all missed it, it's on my channel, bro. I had to make it into a little, short, but it's on my channel. That dude, how the fuck you an amateur fighter, but you also manage a pro fighter? I was like, who the fuck does he think he talking to? That was crazy, bro. Brian, what up? Shake, what's good? Brother Mac in the South, Village Brother, salute. So anyway, for the record, I never hated Tank. I just didn't understand. And Deacon Dollar, salute. And when he started talking crazy for a minute, I just got quiet. I wanted to see how far I was gonna go. And then when I brought up the contradiction, niggas ran over here. Yo, you hating on Tank? I was like, no, this is what he's saying. Then after a while, I just squeezed into the extra small code. I said, fine, I guess I'm a hater then. And I tell everybody, you can call me a hater, but just stop me when I'm lying. I never lied on that kid. I never had to. I'm just looking like WTF. Bruh, do something. You got to do something. Showing up when niggas is eating dinner, that's not nothing. Getting on Twitter and talking, that's not nothing. You got to show and prove, young man. That's all I'm asking. Why didn't you beat up Lomachenko in 2018 and 2019? I said, man, Orlando Salido beat the shit out of him. I know this kid could do the same thing. He just didn't do it. And I'm like, come on now. Do y'all know Tank Davis could have stopped the Loma train before it got started? He just didn't do it. Then people said, no, that's Floyd's fault. Well, Floyd was damn sure talking in that interview, wasn't he? But then Leonard Ellaby says Tank is the one that picks his fights. So I said, wait a minute. So it can't be Floyd. So which one is it? If it's not Floyd, and it's you, what? What's happening? And it was a contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. Matt, back in that super chat, he said, I knew immediately when he said Lawrence Okoli was super famous. He said, who the hell knows that man? He's a British level at best. Exactly. I'm doing him a favor by asking him, let me introduce him to the American public. Chris said Fanon is crashing out bad. Hey, bro, I bet Champside's watching. I'm gonna hear. I'll get the news through Champside. Champside is giving it to these clowns, bro. I am thoroughly entertained. Champside is killing these clowns, man. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I knew that's going to happen. I knew it. But Tim Bradley, boy, in Xenomorph Mouth Porter, oh, boy. Y'all finna get it. But Eddie Hearn is a liar. If Turkey Al Sheik was mad at Devin, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have uploaded this fight so fast. And the first thing I see is levels. Devin Haney shines in caps versus Brian Norman Jr. to claim welterweight title. Okay. True Boxing Night is asking me about Tank Davis versus Mr. Gary Russell. Hey, man, make the fight. Make the fight. Because at this point, I don't know what Tank's doing, bro. I don't know what he's doing. Is he retired? Is he retired? I mean, the Jake Paul fight, understand. Y'all remember they asked us, yo, leave Tank alone. He's getting his money, blah, 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 blah. Remember that? I said, okay, we left him alone. He can't even get that right. He want to, instead of fighting Jake Paul for 40 mil, he want to go give a mil away to this bottle girl that he was in a relationship with, a 18-year-old bottle girl or something. What was she, 18, 19? Talking about don't cheat on me. She works at a strip club, stupid. And then walks up on her, and he blows the goddamn payday with Jake Paul. I said, man, what do you guys want us to do? Support that? Oh, man, I can't, bro. Matt, back in that super chat, he says, what's worse, Mannix or Porter scorecards? I ain't even pay attention to those, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't pay attention. Mannix is a hater. Porter got a lot of teeth in his mouth. That's all I'm saying. He a xenomorph. Whenever you see Sigourney Weaver, she goes into convulsions and she starts running. He'd be like, Ripley. Ripley. Predators be coming to Earth looking for Sean. Xenomorph with the afro. Brother Mont says Tank needs, what do you say? Tank need to make the fights we want to see now. Hey, bro, this is Mont, this is all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're not a tankomaniac. A tankomaniac is a negative term. I'll call you a Tank supporter, which is fine. But see what you just said right here? That's it. He got to do something. That's all I ever wanted. I said Devin beats him. Tank fan says no, Devin gets slept. I said, okay, somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. We could talk about the X's and O's, but they gotta make the fight. Well, Tank is the A side. Remember Leonard Ellaby says, y'all don't make no offers to Tank. Tank makes the offers. I said, well, Devin's standing right there. And then Shakur pops up. He's standing right there too. Well, what's going on? We get Ryan Garcia. We get Hector Garcia. We get Mario Barrios after telling us that Devin was too big. I mean, come on, man. What do you, man? Phone booth, what up, man? I mean, this was. Oh, Kens, what up? I mean, this was just logic. I wasn't taking shots at him at first, but it became easy because I just got aggressive in my tone, but the message was the same. Do something. You got to do something because I'm not lying on the dude. I just want him to do something. He might be the best. But if you show me, like for instance, I picked Errol to beat Bud, and I stood on that. Bud said, hold my beer. Well, I'm not a drinker. Hold my bottled water. Hold my alkaline water. Drew, let me show you this. I felt like he was talking to me. He basically told me to shut the fuck up. Watch this. Boom, 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 boom. I said, well, there it is. Now I know. I didn't go on a hate campaign. Oh, man, fuck Bud anyway. Because what he was supposed to do was take the 60-40 and start talking about all this other silly shit. No. They fought. He won. I moved on. And guess what? I felt like that when Devin fought Ryan. When we left the Barclays, I said they fought. Ryan was overweight, but they took the fight. They fought. He won. Minor setback for a major comeback. By the time I landed it, I left that Sunday morning to go to St. Martin. By the time I landed, I got a phone call. They said, don't say nothing, but this nigga cheated. I said, wait a minute, don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that. They're like, yo, we not sure, don't say nothing. We just letting you know. They found some shit. I said, don't tell me that. Let it be clean because I know where this is gonna go. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And it went exactly how I knew it was gonna go. He popped dirty. He started lying. He started blaming people. He blamed everybody but taking responsibility. And then what I didn't expect was him to start talking about George Floyd and resurrecting him and killing him again and joining a Klan and talking about black people. Everyone becomes an expert on black issues and stuff. I said, where is this coming from? All this because he got caught cheating? Wow. And then you see the niggas. Osterine don't do anything. Okay. Are y'all gonna say that about Super Matias now? It didn't do anything? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? He's going to the B sample, right? He got like 30 days to go to the B sample or something. I forget how many days. They're gonna say the same thing? Right. Right. It's crazy stuff, man. Devin Hayes is a problem at 47, whether they want to admit it or not. I don't give a damn what Eddie Hearn says. He's a liar. Check his resume. But he got the complexion for the protection. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And now there's going to be people running around talking about, yeah, you know, Devin is boring. Devin refuses to engage. Why? Because that's boxing. No head movement, just stand there and bang with him, right? That's what Shakur refuses to do with Tank, which is why Coach Cal said, we ain't taking that fight because he's not going to stand there. So I said, well, okay, you don't have no faith in your coaching abilities to teach Tank to cut off the ring and put Shakur in a triangle and force him to engage. You ain't going to do that? Oh, wait a minute. You can do that, but now you're saying that Tank don't have the tools to do that. So you just admitted a whole bunch of shit in one interview. I dissected that in a minute. I'm like, yo, you don't say that. You don't have no faith in your coaching ability and you don't have no faith in your product. That's why we didn't see those fights. Hell, we didn't even see him versus Kambosos. We didn't even see him versus Teofimo, him versus Devin, him versus Shakur. But we was about to get him versus Jake fucking Paul. $40 million, and y'all said leave the brother alone, let him get his money. We left him alone, and he fucked that up. So if he's not retired, what's he going to do now? But that's a whole nother show. Now, what I just said, is that not fair? And don't look now. AJ's about to fight a former unified heavyweight champion. Like it or not. And just like that, Jake fucking Paul is leaving a bigger mark in boxing than Tank Davis is. And I'm telling you, Tank Davis really retires and goes away, ain't no one gonna be talking about him in 2 years. There's gonna be 24 months of people hoping he comes back. And then when you're gonna see a picture of him with his stomach hanging over his belt. You're like, well, there goes the end of that. And no one's gonna talk about him. No one. No face of boxing, nothing. And I'm gonna be right here saying, told you. And guess what? I didn't want that for him. I didn't. I need legends. Devin is doing legendary shit. And one of the most legendary things he's doing, you see that list he got out? He just got up to Brian Norman. But there was 4 people prior to Brian Norman that said no. That's legendary. They ducking Devin. The chinny pillow fist fighter with PTSD. They're ducking him. Now you guys know there's a reason why they don't want to fight him. Y'all could have stopped at Teofimo. Why? Y'all could have, instead of getting on Devin's case, Teofimo hasn't made $1 million, so you can't celebrate his pockets. He ugly as fuck. His teeth are all fucking whacked out of alignment. And he's ducking fights. He's ducking fights. He's ducking Keyshawn Davis. He's ducking Devin. He's racist. He's friend with racist Ryan. And Devin's catching all the flack. And he's done everything. He's made people tuck their tails and run and dodge. And what are they saying? What did Oscar De La Hoya say? Congratulations, TR wouldn't fight Devin either. He's so boring. Y'all gonna co-sign that? Clap back Thursday? Oscar could never say anything to any real man. Nigga, you wore fishnets and got caught and admitted it. You pulled large pieces of furniture out of your ass. You inserted your whole arm up to your forearm inside of a woman. You are a freak of nature. You can't say shit to anybody in life. I don't care how much money you got. Your abs are fake. Your head is 2 times the size of your body. Your head wasn't that big when you was younger. You was a brilliant fighter, but you're a fucking weirdo. Canelo's a man's man. He knew to get away from you. He's like, oh, fuck that, man. I go to the office. He answered he opened the door. He has lipstick on, sucking on lollipop in high heels and pumps. I say, fuck that, man. He wears wigs. You can't say nothing. I don't care how much bread you got. If you wear a wig as a man, you can't talk to me, bro. Bro, get out of here. Get away from me, bro. I refuse to listen to Eddie Hearn say shit about anybody. You protected Dillian White. You protected Conor Ben. And that's what you're supposed to do. But the fact that you had to protect them because they're dirty as hell, that speaks volumes about you. And now you're out here talking about Devin. When you was making money with him, you wasn't saying that. You was talking the biggest shit in the world. You know what it is? Devin's moved on and you can't get your hands in his pockets. Because Devin is every bit the boss that these niggas wish they were. And that's why I'm telling these American fighters, instead of talking shit about Devin and Bill, you motherfucker, Boots, Tank, Shakur, all of you niggas should have been on the phone with Bill like, yo, man, how I run this? How I work this, Bill? Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, Bill. I need to get on y'all level. Y'all took short money, but now here's where, look, bro, the route that Devin went, making these short-term deals and getting out, that's why Turkey respects him. So when that stupid-ass Brit came on here talking about he's robbing Turkey, no, he's not. That's a talking point you heard from Fanon or South Dick Sucker or Keho, one of them niggas. Bullshit. Turkey understands business. I don't care how deep your pockets are. When you get involved in the business, if you don't have an ROI, there's no point in doing it. This isn't charity. And Devin has earned his keep. Because all he does is win. And y'all tried to cheat him and murder him, and it didn't work. But you knuckle draggers don't want to talk about that because you don't know any better. But I'm cool. You know why? Because historically, this is what they done. They do it to Dev. They tried to drag Floyd. When he was fighting, they tried to do it to him. They said Shakur's boring. Was I not the only person to get up here? And I had my shit with Shakur. But I said, man, why they showing people leave his goddamn fight? Why they doing that to that kid? Did I not say that? Now I've ripped Shakur, but right is right and wrong is wrong. I said, why they doing that, man? Devin got into a little bit of legal issues. You knuckle draggers ran to the internet to drag him, right? But when Tank, baby mama, tried to get him killed, did I not get on my platform and say, man, nah, that chick is wrong? I did that. But what did I get from Tank dick blowers? I said, yo, look, right is right and wrong is wrong. Devin's being treated unfairly. Why y'all rooting against this kid? Why y'all doing that? What did that faggot nigga with 4 bastard sons? Because he's a bastard himself. Those probably not even his sons. He said, the enemy of my enemy. A nigga, a knuckle dragging nigga from Baltimore. Mike S. Probably listening right now. The enemy of my enemy? And these are the same niggers that are saying, hey, let Tank get his money. I said, no, fuck that. Enemy of my enemy, right? Get this, Tank was never my enemy. But get this, y'all sticking up for that dude, and he don't even like y'all. When y'all see me in the street, don't say nothing to me. Right? K-Ho saying some shit. And how did Tank respond to him? You see that? That's like his number one defender. That's his number one public defender. Fuck his lawyer. And I'm like, yo, that's fucked up. And that whole ass nigga got mad at me for pointing out the discrepancy. Yo, man, family fights. That nigga ain't your family. He don't know you. What? That's that monkey shit. I don't need you to speak up for me. Nigga, I wasn't. I was pointing at that monkey saying, look how he treats the people that support him. That's all I said. Nigga, you can get mad at me. You know what that was? You ever been in a cypher with some dudes and they clowning on each other and everybody laughing, and the nigga that got clowned the worst, he walk up to you. Yo, why you laughing? Nigga, I ain't say that shit, but it was funny. Your beef is over there. Fuck you talking about? And those are Tank fans. They are ass backwards. So the Black in that super chat, he says, salute big bro, hashtag Debo Dev all day. Salute, brother. Patriotic Joe says, why do you hate Conor Ben when he is going to knock out Devin Haney with his superior English and Barbados genetics? I'll just leave that, whatever, troll. Eric Jordan, my brother in that super chat, salute. He says, Miguel and Hater is 100 mad. The ninja sword prevails again. Oh, you already know. They 100 mad. Give power to my nigga sword! Man, Miguel can't stand it, man.
Ay, Miguel!
Yeah. Patriotic Joe, I don't understand either. I don't understand your comment, but are you good with your 8 seconds of fame? You all right? When you say that, are you saying it with a British accent? Huh? Huh? He said, your brother True Blood, I don't know who True Blood is, already got slapped by me in real life. Don't make me check you too. So you want to put pause on me? Just say the word. You're American? Okay, good. So you want to slap me? Is that what you're saying? I don't know who True Blood is. If you mean Blue, I really doubt you slapped him. I really doubt. See, Clarence, you see what they do? So Patriotic Joe, you want to slap me? What you want to fight? What do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do. Hurry up, man. I got things to do today. Hurry up. Niggas get on here and want to fight over. He American. He want to fight over Conor Ben. And he said what did he say? His superior what? Superior English and Barbados genetic. Don't you mean genetics? And you're American, but superior English, this is what he said. Superior English and Barbados genetic. You're not American talking like that. Well, you could be a knuckle dragger, a product of this fucked off educational system. Yeah, he says, I don't understand. Of course you don't understand. I know you don't. Okay. Are you enjoying your 2 seconds of, I'm giving you a little bit of shine. He said, yes, I will. Your brother Blue Blood got scared of me in real life. I came up to him and he started getting angry. And what did he do? Nothing. This nigga is 12. This nigga's 12. And if you step to Blue Blood on some rah-rah shit, he'd have knocked your fucking head off. I know that for a fact. And we'd all known about it. Blue Blood's a millionaire, which is why you're bringing up his name. All right? And I'm not joking. He is. He's a millionaire. And you want to be him, and you're mad that he has a relationship with us in the chat. And he's the plug to real media. We get real things, real information from him, and you're here just doing what? You ain't stepping to nobody, because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm a grown-ass man. And if you ain't gonna slap Blue, you definitely ain't slapping me. Because Blue will just knock your head off. I'll punch you and you'll disintegrate. You know, so whatever. So are you done trash talking? You done? You finished? Wrenches. Y'all know what to do with that. Patriotic Joe, who's talking about superior English in Barbados. It's Bayesian, you idiot. Dummy. It's a Bayesian. And while y'all at it, y'all report that that account. He's nothing but a homosexual. That's probably Jerome, Miguel's lover. He probably wants to wag his dick like he was doing backstage. Y'all know that happened last week. Dude was backstage. I said, yo, turn your camera on so I know you're a real person. He starts wagging his dick. I videoed it and I sent it to Google. So that's being worked on. So again, while I'm talking boxing, these knuckle draggers are doing that. Come back Monkey Tuesday tomorrow with a new account. Get my views up. Know what I mean? So yeah. Everybody's tough. Everybody's tough. Everybody wants to come up and I'm talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Clarence, you already know, bro. You already know. The real OG, Mr. Martin, the building. He says, God forbid one of these Negroes approach me about some boxing. It'll be the worst day in the world for them. When I'm off this bitch and I'm out and about in my life, I'm just chilling. If you see me come in pieces, you're going to leave in pieces. I've literally chopped it up with somebody. They recognized me. Oh, well, you Drew? I said, yeah. I said, oh, man, I listen to you every morning. And we just started chopping it up about boxing. Told me his name and everything. I forgot. But he be at work, listening in the morning. He has to sneak on his headphones. And he says, yo, I listen to you every morning, bro. I listen to you every morning. Real shit, man. He said, I can't type because, you know. But we chopped it up for like 40 minutes. Just outside on boxing shit, on some real shit. That's the shit I'm on. We could talk. He even told me he disagreed with me with some shit. He didn't get nasty. We were just talking. But clowns like that, they want to come up here and try and disrupt, man. Good job. Go. What does Blue say? Go sit at the kiddie table with your dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. So, fuck Eddie Hearn with a lit flare. Once again, you have another white man talking about the black fighters boring and won't engage. They said that about Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. Look what happened. The name of the game is not power. The name of the game is not tough guy, rock'em sock'em. The name of the game is boxing. Hit and not get hit. The sweet science. And right now, Devin is the best at it. Period. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He says one of Miguel's 304s, 100 mad that he gave. They have the guy in his cleats check. Man, fuck that. This is the Miguel! Booty bandit. Bunch of booty bandits. Chris, what up? Well, that's my time. I think the general's on. Let's head over there. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda Cash App, the Super Chat. It's Monkey Tuesday tomorrow. I'm going all the way live on Tim Bradley. And I hope he pull up. I'll drop his ass a link. That's smoke I want. Ain't gonna be what you think, though. Because you know how I do. I got questions. That's the best way to get somebody. Just ask questions and let them talk. You'll get to the root of what they're saying because they're going to start spilling the beans and they ain't going to know what they're saying until it's already out. Like, yeah, I heard you. So salute to y'all, man. Let's head over to the general. Want to hear what my brother has to say. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.